Welcome back to the channel. Yes. So, did I sold my Tenere 700? No, I did not. I did not sell the Tenere 700 because this bike, the 890 Adventure S model, it's my lady friend's bike. It's my girlfriend's bike, and yeah, we are quite happy with it, especially her. And let me take you for a ride on it. So, what do I think about the KTM 890 Adventure? I think it's fairly good bike. It's very all-round. It's this version, the S version, is more of a tourer, and I think if you are going to ride more gravel roads, more off-road, at least the S version is quite not the bike for you, because I think in that case the Tenere is a better choice. And yeah, but so first things I like about this bike, I like the engine, because it's very torquey down low, and it's has a lot of poke in the from the middle to the top ranges of the RPM, and I really like the engine, but I do not like the electric throttle, and I do not like that it got modes, because I think modes is some nonsense bullshit. I know many people today like modes and have, but no, I do not like modes, because if you're riding and you're find yourself in like a sand pit or something, and you're in off-road mode and you have MTC on, the motor traction control on, and you're try to ride up a slight hill or something like that, you're gonna get stuck, because when you open the throttle, the bike will only bog down until you stop, because it will not let the tire spin. And if you cycle the ignition on and off, or off and on, and right away, maybe you stop, have a chat with a friend and drink some water, and you're in that gravel pit, and you ride away, the MTC is gonna come on again, and that's something you're going to forget every time. And for an instance, the Tenere 700, you don't got that feature, you don't got any motor traction control, you just have, and you also do not have electronic throttle on that bike. And very many people says that, oh, the engine on the T7 is sluggish, it doesn't have any bottom end torque, blah blah blah. You open the throttle and it's, yeah, if you open the throttle on the Tenere 700, it goes. It has lots of bottom end torque, but the throttle mapping on this bike is made so that if you open the throttle just a little bit, it doesn't happen anything. If you open it much, it's open it like quite snappy, and I do not like that, because that means I don't have any control of the engine. And yeah, I think it's a shame that you cannot buy this bike without electronic throttle and without the MTC. And I may be the only one on the planet that has this opinion, but it's my opinion. And yeah, I will also point out that I am not an expert level rider on off-road stuff and things like that. There are many people that like this configuration with modes and shit, but I do not like it because it hinders me as a rider, because I cannot feel confident that the bike is going to do what I want it to do. And yeah, so I think it's a shame. I don't like it. I do not think it's the future, but I'm wrong in that sentence. It's the future. But yes. So more things I like. I like the chassis on this bike. It's a nimble bike. It's well balanced. And I like the smallness of the chassis. It's not a big, huge bike. It's not like the Africa Twin when you jump on the Africa Twin and oh, where is the ground? No, this bike is low to the ground, and I don't think that's such a bad thing. Also, because I'm a shorter rider. I'm 1.7 meters tall or shorter, how you want to say it, and I got the seat in the up position, and I can almost I reach the ground with both my toes, but the bike is so balanced that it doesn't matter. On the T7 I don't feel like that confident, because the bike has a much higher center of gravity, or what do you want to call it. But yes, so I really like this chassis, because if we're to be real, this bike will not get ridden on any tough terrain other than when I ride it maybe. And yeah, so let's take it for a spin. Now look at the throttle and listen to the engine. If I just a little bit, it doesn't happen anything, and a little bit more than partial throttle, it spins the tire, and it's not progressive. I would want to have the power a little bit more progressive, but hey, what do I know? So, as I said earlier, you have this MTC, motor traction control. Put it in off, and off we go. And the front tire on this bike is it's very easy, gets very light, and that's something I like. Another thing that I would change if this was my primary, if this was my bike and the bike that I rode all the time, is I would probably go for some type of rally seat, some race seat, because the angle that my legs are in is very street bike-ish. You can see I have it very much angled legs, and also a bar riser or taller bars, because the bars on this bike is too long forward and too much down. So I'm sitting like I would on like a street fighter type bike, street bike. Things are things that's fairly easy fixed you can fix them by yourself, and it doesn't have to cost so much. Otherwise, I think this is a really capable bike, even in the S configuration with the much more inexpensive suspension forks. I think this is a very capable bike. Very well balanced bike, actually. I really like the chassis of this bike. I haven't ridden the R version in some type of terrain yet, but maybe I will. Yeah. As you can see, even a little bit more difficult terrain, it's no big deal even for an average professional rider with no particular extravagant off-road riding skills. I have been riding bikes for a long time, but I have never competed in like enduro or motocross or something like that, and I think this bike is actually easier to ride in like this type of stuff when you have the MTC off. I think it's easier to ride in this type of stuff than the T700, just because the weight on the bike is more down low.